Hey folks, today we are going to discuss LeetCode problem number 890 and the problem name is find and replace pattern. So in this problem we are given a list of words and a pattern string. So we have to return a list of all those strings which match this pattern. Okay, so let me give you an example for this. Mm, yeah, so in this case, like if you can see in the words list we have ABC and MEE as two words, and the pattern is ABB. So if you can see, like A comes once and B comes twice here, and similarly M comes once and E comes twice here. So this is the string that is matching the pattern strings pattern. uh, so that's why we have to return this MEE as the result here. So my approach for this problem would be to have a dictionary maintained, and I also need to have a query string maintained. So this query string represents the pattern that we are getting using the current word. So for example, if I start off with my MEE in this case, so if I CM and I'm using a dictionary to check if my to store the pattern characters, right? Like for example, if I see ME, I'm going to store M here with respective patterns character, like A is the first zeroth character, right? So that's what I'm storing it in the dictionary, and similarly I'm updating the value that I'm getting from this pattern string. So at zeroth index, like I have A, so I'm adding I'm appending, sorry, I'm concatenating A to the query string. And similarly for next character, that is E, I don't have any character E in the keys, dictionary's keys, so I'm going to add E to the dictionary, and the respective character in the pattern string would be B, so I'm going to add it. And similarly I'm going to concatenate B to the query string here. And since I have another E here, I'm going to check if I have E already present in the dictionary. In this case, yes. So I'm going to just return its value, so which is also E. So this is the query string that is formed, and this is the final dictionary we have. So we are going to check two conditions. One is whether the length of whether all these values are unique or not. Like there would be another example that I'm going to discuss where this condition would be false. So we have to check whether all these values are unique or not in the dictionary. And also if my query string is same as the pattern string or not, I'm going to check these two things. And if these two conditions are true, then I'm going to add my current word to the result list. So this is the whole idea. Let me give you an example, another example for this. So in this case of ABC, what I'm going to have is, like since I don't have A in the dictionary key set, I'm going to add A, and the corresponding character in the pattern would also be A. So I'm going to add this, and I'm going to append concatenate this A character to in my query string. So this is done. And for the next character B, I'm going to check if B is present in the dictionary. No. So I'm going to add B comma B. So if you can see, all these values are coming from the respective positions from pattern string, right? So I'm adding B here, and since I have added this B comma B to the dictionary, I'm going to concatenate B to the existing query string. So once this is done, I'm going for the next character, that is C present here. I'm going to check if my C is present in my dictionary. No. So I'm going to add C comma the respective character in pattern string, which is B, in the dictionary. So it would be C comma B, and I'm going to append this B I'm going to concatenate this B to my query string. So this would be our final query string. But wait, as we have mentioned, we are going to check two things. One is whether the query string is same as pattern or not, and also second thing, whether all our dictionary values are unique. So if you can see, like, there are two keys, like, let me highlight it with a different color. There is this B and there is this C, which are represented by B in our problem, right, in our dictionary. So this is wrong. So since we have duplicate values in the dictionary's value set, we are going to not add this query string, sorry, not add this word, even though we have a matching pattern with the query string, right? I hope you understood this. So firstly, I'm going to, for word in words, I'm going to take a dictionary, right? I'm going to call it as lookup is equals to dictionary, and I need to have a query string as well, which we have just talked about. So for I in range length of word, so it will traverse through the length of current word. So what I'm doing is, if my word of I is already present in the dictionary, that is lookup table, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply add the respective value, right? So if this is not present in the lookup table, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this set first into the dictionary, and then I'm going to add the respective value to my query string. So that's what I'm going to do here. So lookup of word of I would be equals to my pattern of I, right? So once this is done, in either ways, whether my word I is, if my word I is in lookup, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this to my lookup of word of I. Once this for loop is done, what we are going to do is, as we have just mentioned, there are two conditions that we need to take care of. So that is, one, if length of set of what did we call, yeah, it's called lookup dot values. So we are taking all the values in the lookup table and we are performing a set operation in it, so that we only get the unique values of in the lookup dot values, and we are finding the length, and we are just checking if this is equals to my length of lookup. So this is nothing but simply saying if there are any duplicate values in my lookup dot values. So this is one condition we are going to check. And if our query string is equals to my pattern, if both these conditions satisfy, then what we are going to do is we are going to add the current word to my result list. So append word is what we are going to do. So once we are done with this, we are going to come out of this entire loop and we are going to simply return this result. Okay, so for that, first we need to initialize result. That I'm going to do it here now. So once this is done, that's pretty much about it. So let me give it a quick dry run, as this is working. Yes, so this seems to work fine. That's pretty much about it, folks. So I hope you like this video. If you really like this, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. That keeps me motivated to do more videos, so thank you.